What's up, everybody? This is episode 6. Um, Taking me a little bit of time to get back to episode 6. I still haven't finished up the statistics on the time off of social media, but there's a lot going on right now. And I mean, if you don't believe me, obviously it's a little bit more junkier back there in the back than it typically is. You see all the boxes. Usually I do have a lot more boxes, but as you know, the shoes came in for the ARC TR 114 came in. The release of that shoe is taking place on June 15th. But the interesting thing is I decided to run a Kickstarter, which I just kind of pulled out of the air and decided to do it. Not really taking the time and doing a whole lot of promotion of it. So it's not going that well. But I do have to send a big shout out to Paul Carrick Brunson. He was the first person to back the Kickstarter. So if you guys don't know who Paul Carrick Brunson is, step your game up, figure it out. PCB, agency, #1 matchmaker in the world, all of that. Big shout out. Thanks for supporting me, man. I really appreciate that. I was hoping maybe that would translate into a bunch of other people supporting it, but you know, even if it doesn't fund, it just feels nice knowing that a person who's a star, someone that's a mentor, a virtual mentor. I've never met him before in my life, but he's helped me with a lot of different things, and it's just nice to know that those people that are in a really, I guess I want to say a powerful position in entertainment, that they take the time to actually reach back and talk to those people who are not considered stars or not as important in all of those different things that you would associate with people being stars, um, kind of helping out with. So it just shows you that if you find the time to network and get out there and start supporting people, that real stars, they do come back and they'll help you out. But that's I just wanted to say that, and obviously my other backers, Terrence, and I have a guy from Hawaii, and I can't think of his name now, and I apologize. I need to look it up and put it in. I'll put it in the captions when I go back and do this. But you see, I actually have my Nikon here, and I have the Nikon because sometimes you have to prove to people that you're doing a whole lot because people don't think you're doing a whole lot. But this is a Saturday. I wanted to finish up the video for the social media stuff last, probably 5 or 6 days ago, but I haven't been able to get back to that. But this is why I changed a few things in my online store, and I've been extremely busy with the online store. But you know what? I'm going to take the camera off and show you this real quick. See all those receipts right there? That's a lot of receipts, and that's every day. So I have to get these receipts. I have to do all of this different stuff, and then I forgot to change out. Someone kind of tried to take my identity. They took my credit card and they tried to pass it off as their own, and they were using it in Kentucky when I was here in Memphis. So I had to change all of my information over, and I forgot to do it inside of my FedEx account. So then I got this from FedEx. I'm like, FedEx, I pay my bills. What is this about? And I forgot to change my credit card information inside of FedEx. But big key point, you go to a restaurant, make sure you take some cash with you. Use the cash as opposed to using your credit card. I mean, it's one of the things that you obviously, as common sense, you would think that people at the restaurants are not going to take your information. But someone at the restaurant was able to get a picture of the front of the card, a picture of the back of the card, and they were able to make a clone of the card, and they were using it somewhere in Kentucky. I'm nowhere near Kentucky, obviously, but I got my camera. I'm going to switch over to the camera, and I'm going to show you guys kind of basically what's a day like for me right now, between 10 to 15 orders per day on the online store. I'm also going to take the camera over, show you the shoes again. The shoe boxes came in from Uline. I'm going to be adding that to the video a little bit later. But as of right now, I just wanted to show you what's happening and get back to the social media thing and put the statistics in and talk about that a little bit more. I don't know if I'm going to have to do that in voiceover or not. Me and my wife went to Rizzo's today, Memphis, Tennessee. Rizzo's officially in my top 5 restaurants in Memphis. All of you guys that follow the CB Publish blog, cbpublish.com, you go to Memphis Highlights, and you'll see all of the food reviews that I do. Rizzo's, incredible, incredible. I might even put the pictures in this video instead of just waiting to do the Memphis Highlights article for that restaurant. But man, had a great time at Rizzo's today. So in the meantime, check out this switch over, show you guys what it looks like to run an online store and have to process orders, and then to have the house all messy and have your wife upset with you. Hold up. All right, so this is me trapped in my little workstation of a desk. You see all of my samples up there from a shoe company. And I typically don't really want to show this stuff around, but this is a typical day in the orders, and there's actually another 5 or 6 orders that just came in, so I got to get ready to process those over there. I got to fix. Let me adjust the focus on that. Sorry about that. These are my books, so when people buy books, I have to pull the books from the stack. But the boxes came in from Uline, and remember the shoes just came in. Those are over there, and I don't have the light on, so I apologize. But big shout out Uline for my shoe boxes, and I haven't even opened them up yet, but I'll start making those in a second. But just wanted to give you an idea of what it looks like for a person who actually runs a business, and everybody thinks it's all glamorous, but this is the dirty stuff that you don't get to see. The bags and everything over here. Oh, my daughter's bookshelf. Don't bug out. We read a lot. This is it. So I'm going to shut this down and get back to work here. All right, so that was a little quickie. That's why I said I was going to show you what it's looking like around here. It's really junky. I apologize. I don't want you guys to think that I'm kind of slob, but man, it's been so busy, and I hate that I haven't finished up the update on social media. What I really wanted to get to in regard to social media and me staying off of Facebook for so long, this is what's important. All right. I had that one really big kind of 5 day span for that month where all of my traffic went up really high. This is what I think. Now remember, I'm not a professional. I'm not Gary V or anybody who's claiming to help you get 1 million followers and all these different things. That's not me. What I do is I experiment for myself so I can talk about it and write articles about it, and maybe it'll help someone that's starting out just like I am. The most important aspect of this whole study of staying off of social media for a whole month is that if you have a network and that network is in place and it's used and it's in social media, if you take the time off, then the obvious thing is going to happen. Your traffic is going to decrease. However, if you have a product that people are looking for anyway, when you look at the statistics for the online store, those Nikes and Jordans and Adidas that people are looking for, they're looking for them anyway. That website did not have a decrease in traffic over the course of a month. It didn't matter whether I was on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube. It didn't matter if I was on social media or if I was off of it in regard to that business. Because people are looking for it, they're going to go in and Bing it, Google it, whatever, and they're going to find the information that they're looking for because they're looking for the best price on whatever it is that they're trying to buy. So if you have a business that's basically, if you're selling Levi's, or if you're selling Nike, or if you're selling Jordan, or if you're selling Adidas, those are known entities, those are known brands. Being on Facebook doesn't hurt you and it doesn't help you. My traffic didn't go up, it didn't go down. It was pretty stable all the way across from when I was on social media to when I left social media until I came back. The numbers are basically the same. However, if you're starting a business, let's say you're doing a hair blog or you're doing a consulting blog or something like that, it is almost critical that you are a part of some networking group on social media. Your traffic will decrease if you're not on social media, and it's extremely hard unless you're writing about something that's sensational. What I really found is that the people who get the most traffic, they're writing about things that are, honestly, in my opinion, meaningless. It's a lot of information that, what is somebody fighting? Or it's a Kim Kardashian joke, or whatever. That's the kind of stuff that's sensational. A top 10 list about, something whack. That stuff is going to get traffic almost like just randomly because people are sharing things that don't require you to think a whole lot. But if you're doing something that's a little bit more serious, you are going to have to build that social media network. All right. Now, what I really want to get into is the idea that you can build that social media network, but you have to build it through your own base. That means if you're going to share the information, It should be on your website first. And then you need to share it from your website. Get people to come to your website, which they're never going to leave social media for that long, but at least they come to your website for a moment. That's going to help you a little bit. But if you use your website, if anything happens to, let's say, if Twitter isn't around in 2 years, if you've been building everything that you have on Twitter, kind of like MySpace, and it fades away or it's no longer the popular social media outlet, then all of your information is there. You're going to have to start all over again somewhere else. Now, obviously, social media is not going anywhere, but you just don't know which ones are going to pop up. You have Medium, you got Snapchat, you got all of these different things that are popping, Meerkat, all of these different things that are popping up all over the place. And you can't be everywhere. But if you own your domain, that's yours. It's never going to go away. So the one benefit that I did find, not the benefit, but the one thing that was really huge for me during this month off of social media was when I realized I had this huge spike in traffic that occurred because of the article on Shark Tank about the girls, the lip bar girls, women. That article was searched because one of the episodes came back on, and they reran the episode, and then everybody was searching it and looking for information on that episode. So I had a spike in traffic, and at that point, Google became the most traffic I got was coming from search. So if you have everything ready, that's more important than anything else. All right. So you have to have everything ready. It has to be on the site, available. It's kind of like you make a product, but if you don't have anywhere to sell that product, what's the point in making the product, right? So here's this book. You make the book. The book has to be in a position to sell because you never know when something's going to take off. Like, I've written these books. The books don't sell as well as they should be selling as far as I'm concerned, but what if next week someone picks up the book and they really love it and they share it with the right person, and then the right person tweets it out there? If I don't have the things in place for people to purchase that book, then I've completely missed the boat. If everything's on Facebook and I don't have some kind of buy now or whatever, I completely missed the boat on that opportunity. You have to have things that are available for people to buy it. In other words, you have to be prepared for the opportunity. All right. And that's the really big thing that I want you to take away from all of this. So I wrote the stats down. I'm going to put the stats up. I'm going to play a little bit of music so you can read the stats and look at the traffic and the decrease and the increase. But that's about it. I'm pretty much done with the update on social media, and I'm getting ready to move into some more discussions on other things. So specifically the idea of people working jobs who are like 21, 22, 23 years old, all the way up to the late 20s, who've never attempted to do something great. They're not taking advantage of that time. That's really the kind of stuff that I want to get into in these next videos. So I want to start ranting a little bit and talking to you guys, and hopefully you'll enjoy those as well. But I appreciate you watching the video. Thank you guys for making it to episode 6 with me. I'm going to have to get to work on a Saturday night, even though I don't want to work. But if I don't, tomorrow, if I get another 10 to 15 sales, the boxes are going to be stacked up all the way to here inside of the office, and that's not cool. Well, I mean, it's okay. Then again, power is going to come on tonight, so now I got to figure out how to finish up faster. I appreciate you guys for watching episode 6. Thank you, and I'll look forward to speaking to you, put myself on a timetable. Maybe in a couple of days when I start making the boxes. I'll talk to you guys probably in a couple of days. Couple of days.